Hey guys, I am Rob Stellini and it is Thursday. It's time for Panic's A to Z and let's get cracking. Before I start talking about V, which is the subject of today's A to Z episode, I just want to say I want to clear the slate and clear the slate? Clear the record? Reset the record? Basically, I want to set things straight. That's what I wanted to say. As you guys will know, I handed over my position as content manager a little while back now to Pixels to Life, and the transition, embarrassingly for myself, has been made a little bit difficult. I know I've not been completely supportive from the get-go. I honestly, I really didn't want to give up working as content manager, but I couldn't see any other option for the channel, and so I probably haven't been as supportive as I could have been. And it's been a stressful time for me at university, so I'm not going to try and make excuses, but I've been a bit pent up and a bit, unhelpful to Nick. So that's all going to change. Any of you YEOUSCH graphics directors that have seen in the last few days, we've all now got a Skype chat, and we're talking pretty openly and freely in that. And I just want to say that Nick is actually the best thing to happen to this channel. It is the solution. Is someone who's really dedicated to the channel and really who wants it to really succeed. I'm not saying that I didn't, but it wasn't my number one priority. And so I apologise personally to Nick for not being as supportive as I could have from the beginning. And basically, I wanted you guys to get behind Pixels and the channel itself. It is a transition period, so there are a lot of things that maybe will be refined as Nick settles into the role, but actually he's hit the ground running and is doing a great job already. So that's my 10 cents. Do give Nick the support. Stop disliking the videos just because of the change. If there's something you don't like about a video, then give some feedback. Because I know that if someone did that to me, you can't make any changes if people don't tell you why you don't like it. So I'm obviously still going to be here doing A to Z. I'd originally thought about not doing another season of this, but the holidays start soon, so hopefully I'll have some time to do it. So I'm not going to commit to it just yet, but we'll see what we do when we get to Z. That's been 2.5 minutes of me basically setting the record straight. Let's go across to Mr. Techie UK, suggesting variety and views. Now, this is a really interesting one, because normally I do one then the other, but actually variety and views go pretty much hand in hand. If you look at the way people have, especially on YouTube, this is specifically about YouTube, if you look at the way people are designing nowadays, especially with the new one channel change, you're going to have to diversify pretty quickly. The banners don't leave much for designing. They're letterbox essentially, and then some area around the outside that you can make look cool, but won't actually ever get seen because no one looks at YouTube on a TV. So the truth is, I imagine we're going to see a massive decline in the number of people designing banners. You'll see people like myself still designing the sort of big ones, people like KSI, because honestly, it's great for publicity to have a big YouTuber's name on your videos. But the truth is, people are probably less likely to be as interested in watching videos of that now. So having a variety before that will massively help you going forward. I've said this for a very long time, especially when I was recruiting or doing a hand in recruiting for YEOUSCH graphics, that people that could just design backgrounds, anybody can do that. There are very few that do it very, very well. The one that I think of to mind is Magic. He's got a completely different style to everyone else, and he puts so much time and effort, and it just has a fantastic outcome every single time he does it. And that's in itself a variety. It's taking something that everybody does and doing it differently and in a more exciting fashion. But not background-wise. As I said, when I was recruiting, I was looking for people that didn't design backgrounds. Or not that they didn't, but that they did other things as well. So they did background, like myself. I'm predominantly a web designer. You guys don't see much of it on YouTube, but people that can design websites or that can design posters, stuff like well, I know he's not a YEOUSCH partner, but Jack Woodhams, who again I had a bit of a run in on Twitter the other day, is heading up Poster Spy, which is a great idea. So if you guys are designing posters, get them up on your channel, get them up on Poster Spy, because that's more interesting than a background. It shows a very what's the word? It shows that you're a more accomplished designer. I've always found it really difficult to tread the line of not belittling people who just do backgrounds, because they aren't impossible to do, but they're not that easy. Like, anyone can do them, but not everyone can do them well. But being able to have the sort of design nous to be able to do a poster or to design a website, because a website is essentially the step up from a YouTube background, just designing it, not coding it, because you're taking all of the modules and then you're designing them yourself. So not just sort of you're given the center YouTube module and you design around it, you're designing everything. So it gives you the option to have a different style and to play around with stuff and to really execute things as you wanted. So having a bit of variety will help. And here's the kicker, here's where it ties into views. The people that are a bit different stand out. They get people watching their videos, and the way that YouTube and the internet works now is stuff snowballs pretty quickly. I know the way I tend to sort of come across videos now is through people liking them on Twitter, or I see the same thing occurring a few times and thinking, alright, maybe I'll check that out. So while it's important to get your stuff sharing, it's better that you can encourage other people to share it. If your video is good, people will share it just because it's good. Just don't feel like you not saying like share it or whatever. People share stuff if it's good, and it's how stuff snowballs. If they like it, they get other people looking at it, and so a good variety will lead to a good number of views. And the truth is, if someone's watching through your channel and they've watched a couple of videos and it's the same thing over and over again, they're not like to sort of stick around and carry on watching. But if you're watching, like, your first video is a manipulation, then you've got a tutorial, and then you've got a couple of web designs, then another manipulation, it's just constant sort of like back and forth, a couple of different ideas cycled. You don't have to do everything in this dog, like logo design, character design. You don't have to do all of them. You maybe only have to pick sort of 2 or 3, but as long as it's varied one after the other, you get a more interesting flow of you as a designer and you as videos. What YouTube are trying to push is you watch one and then you're like, shit, yeah, I'll watch another one. So it auto plays the next one. So having an interesting flow of videos and a variety within that flow of videos will massively, massively help you improve your views and your subscribers. And it's I can't remember the word. It's that maths term that it's exponential. The more views you get, the more you grow, and the more you get. If anybody ever looks at their analytics, it's always really slow at the beginning, and then boom, boom, and then when they hit the sort of like the big time, they're really tearing through the subscribers. Like I'm most days I'm hitting. Let's see if I can get some stats up. Where are we? I'm averaging 33 subscribers a day, 1,000 a month. And while that might not seem like a lot, for some people that's huge. That it might take 6 months to get 500 subscribers. But I remember that. I think it took me about 6 months to get my first 500 subscribers. On my first channel, not on this channel. It took me a lot less time on this one because I was already established. But it's that constant, like, you have to push really hard at the beginning and get a good standpoint for the views to roll in. Views are a really important part of YouTube, but they're not the be-all and end-all. You want good ratings. A video with 10,000 views and 2,000 likes is better than a video with 50,000 views and 150 likes. Because I'm not talking about the like and dislike ratio, I'm just talking about the number of people that have enjoyed it. Loads of people can watch it. Maybe they've clicked through a suggestion, or they've clicked through a couple of links that they've seen on Twitter. If they like it, they'll click like. You'd hope. That's the theory. But a video with loads of views and not that many likes suggests that it's got out there, but people haven't actually enjoyed it. So you've missed the trick. So that's kind of what my take on variety and views is. That always make sure that you've got a varied range of good quality content. If you've done 30 backgrounds, pick the best 2 to make into videos, or spend time doing other things and making sure you've got a good flow of different videos, one after the other. Put some time into some tutorials, and generally make it interesting so that you would watch it. Look at other people's channels that you enjoy and think, okay, that's the variety I enjoy from theirs. I'm gonna do that on mine. I'm not saying copy them, don't get me wrong, but use channels that you enjoy as an influence to think, why do I enjoy them? What can I do to mine to improve my views and my variety? So that was views and variety, as thanks to Mr. Techie UK for suggesting it. 23 of you enjoyed that. Charlie Bruin suggested versatility and valuation. I'm glad I didn't do that, because that would have buggered the crap out of me trying to speak. So that's V. What comes after V? STUVW. So W coming up next week. As again, I won't ever suggest anything now, because you guys are the best suggestions that there can be. So as always, stick in the comments what you would have for W, and like each other's comments so that I know exactly which one you guys want to see as a whole. Again, massive thanks to Nick for getting this up, and I will see you guys hopefully next Thursday. I'll be back in London, so I should be alright to do it. I've done a couple of videos on my channel. Be sure to go and check them out on there. All in all, have a great day, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.